Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome day. I want to talk today about the fact that we all hear that consistency is key in business all the time. But I want to bring it to you from a different perspective in terms of stop trying to be the system in your business. And so I'm going to rip on old school tactics that are being taught all the time. So the 5-5-5 method, which is reach out to 5 new friends, message 5 people that you don't know very well, and invite 5 people to take a look at your business opportunity every single day. So the whole system, the daily method of operation is 5-5-5. I think there's some systems that actually include 4 5s instead of 3 or 5 5s, but you get the drift. So the other one would be like 3 asks a day. All you have to do is ask people 3 asks a day. So take a look at my opportunity or take a look at my products. Just take a look. Oh, did you just wake up from a nap? Oh, this is working from home at its best for you. Anyways, so the problem with these things are that you are the system. So if life happens and somebody's sick, or you get sick, or you just have a lot going on, or you want to go on vacation, you are literally this whole system. So you have no ability to continue to prospect and generate leads while you're offline, right? So if you want to continue to reach out cold to people and just do 3 asks a day even, then that's totally cool. But be super honest with yourself. Are you going to be able to do that consistently for 10 years? Because most of us who are serious about building this to 6 or 7 figure businesses are not interested in reaching out to 5 new people cold every single day. And you'll even hear the top earners who have built their businesses this way talk about how they end up burning out and taking years off. So luckily they're able to coast because their whole teams are still doing stuff. But that's not the way I wanted to lead, and that's not the way I think most people that are like me, who are professionals, who are driven, who are online entrepreneurs, we don't want to build that way. We want to lead from the front and still be in the action, right? I want to build systems that are going to continue to generate leads for me for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And of course, those funnels or the tactics are going to change. But at the same time, I still want to be on the leading edge of the marketing stuff. I don't want to be the kind of person that just teaches and preaches what I did 10 years ago to become successful, because the world today of marketing moves so freaking fast that you have to stay out on the leading edge of what's going on. So what do? You follow the people who are at least a couple steps ahead of you, right? You don't have to only follow the Grant Cardones and the Russell Brunsons, although those guys have amazing lessons, right? They've been through the trenches, they've done it all. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's hard to relate to those guys, and they're not always accessible to us, right? You want to go and follow somebody that's doing the things that you want to do, that you want to learn right now. So that's one of the tips that I would give you on finding coaches and stuff. You're so cute. Anyways, so my advice to you today is stop being the system. Put assets in place, build systems, which means funnels, automation, email marketing, all that kind of stuff. And put it in place so that that stuff can be running for you. Make sure you're posting in places. I can talk about this in a different video, but you need to get in front of the SEO machines that are going to give you free organic traffic. So that's podcasting, YouTube, obviously, anything that's searchable by Google. So podcasting, YouTube, Pinterest, obviously, and blogging, because Google can pick that up too. So there's all these different ways that you can create evergreen content, which is awesome, because Facebook is great for engagement, but as soon as you stop being on top of it, you're the victim of the algorithm. That's what I call it. Last summer, I had so much good engagement going on, and then I went on holidays with my family, and then my engagement completely fell straight off. So my views were getting like, I don't know, 3% of the views that I had been getting, and I worked my butt off for 6 months to get that engagement and that momentum up, right? So you can say all day long, well, you should have stayed consistent. But it's like, no, I changed my business so that I have other ways to stay consistent. So that could be recording a whole bunch of content ahead of time and then scheduling it all out so it gets, posted out while I'm on vacation next time, so that I don't lose that traction. But it also involves me building an email list, which is a game changer, guys. Email marketing is not dead. You need some sort of a way to bounce people's attention back and forth between your social media and your email. And the only way to do that is to build a list. The money is still in the list, because you still have access to you're in their phone, right? You're on their hands. Everybody's looking at their emails every single day. So whether they're opening your stuff or not, that's different, and we have to get into that. But the fact of the matter is you need to build a list because you do not own your social media platforms. So Facebook or Instagram, they went down last week for a great example, and everybody panicked because their whole businesses are built on those platforms. But those should only be the start of your funnel, where you're creating curiosity and pulling people into your funnel, where they're then raising their hand to say, yes, I'm interested in this. So now you're showing them content, the real stuff that you want to show them, right? So the other thing is that with email marketing, you can consistently add value to somebody even if the algorithm's not showing you in their newsfeed. Because a lot of people don't check notifications. A lot of us in business do, but most people that are clients out there, they don't check their notifications like we do. So they're gonna miss most of your content out there. That's just the bottom line. But you have control over your email list and you own that sucker. That's an asset for you to build. And if you're building value, trust, respect from people, then they're gonna wanna know what you have to say. There's a network marketer from a different company that I've been following since the beginning, and I've taken her courses and I've followed her for over 2 years, 2.5 years now. And she still shows up in my email inbox at least once a week, and I trust her. And if I was ever gonna switch companies, I would just phone her up, right? Because I feel like I know her. So everybody thinks that you can't build this business because it's a belly-to-belly business, so you can't build it online, but that's not true, guys. Because most people want to be approached in an indirect way now. So what happens is you build your funnels and your systems with a lot of who you are in them. And then if people are picking up what you're putting down, they're gonna come towards you and be like, hey, I wanna get to know you better. I'm Mara, or I'm so-and-so, Sally, and here's my story too. I can totally relate to what you're saying or what you're going through, and I would love to learn more. Now you're pumped to have that conversation, but see how that could have been generated off of a Facebook lead or off of a video that you did a long time ago that's evergreen, which means it's on YouTube with a good description with a link at the bottom. Again, entrance to your funnel. And now you're able to provide value every single week to that email list so that you stay top of mind. And when somebody needs your whatever you're selling, then you have the ability to be the top person that they just email back, they reply to. So I just want to really drive this one home, guys. If you haven't considered this before, look at the system that you're using and just figure out whether you are the system in your business or not, because you need to create something that's not related to you being involved in every hour of it, right? So if you're the one messaging, if you're the one calling, if you're the one texting to follow up, if you're literally the one who's constantly involved in every single touch point and all that stuff, then you need to rethink whether you want to go big or small with this business, because don't forget that your success does not depend on everyone else that comes onto your team. It also depends on what you can do yourself. And so if you need to be able to scale up, then you need to free up your time so that you can actually have the time to be able to help the people who are coming in and who are ready. Instead of just perpetuating this constant system of you are the system, which then you're teaching other people to be that system, which most of them are going to fail and bail. That's the name of the game in this business. People fail and bail because they don't want to work the way we're teaching them to work. So think about it from your perspective. Do you want to work this way? I wanted to set up funnels and automation. So that's what I'm doing. So if you're enjoying this content, I'm really excited to hear from you, but drop down below what the system is that you are either using or have learned or been taught before. I know that was a huge mental block for me for a long time, was having the perfect system to hand somebody. But now if you've seen the web class that I made, my free web class, you'll realize that you just need a marketing system. And if you want to attract 6- and 7-figure mentality entrepreneurs, you hand them the marketing blueprint and they decide how they want to execute it. And that's what duplicates, guys. Anyways, hopefully that was helpful. Have a great day. Say bye, Redsky. No. Oh, no. Okay, take care, guys.